Yo, what's up? What's up? This is DJ.
And this is T.
And this is Realist in the Room.
Real people.
Real topics.
Real conversations.
Real shit. Damn. By time, what? That's two straight? So how you doing?
I'm good. Tired. You?
The same. I had a long, cousin birthday yesterday.
Yes. Happy birthday, Tammy.
So you went home.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, I have to go home. No.
I didn't. But it is what it is. We celebrated. We got to have fun. So today we got a guest in here. The lovely lady to my right. Sylvia. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine. Good. I'm good. Tired. So our topic today, she is very knowledgeable about this. How I ran into Sylvia was through an Instagram page. She had a video where she was talking about comparing how her home country was to United States. So just by looking at her, you think that she's white. When you hear her talk, you would think that she is from Russia or something like that. But she is from Spain, Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona's in the house.
Yeah. So it's like, I was kind of like intrigued. Well, me and T, we already had like a pretty much a format of what we wanted to have as far as guests and stuff like that. And we thought that this would be an interesting topic because everybody's pretty much that I think is coming to America from their country, from a better life.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that.
Not everybody.
Not
everybody.
See, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
So, why did you come to?
New life, to start fresh, somewhere new. And now I look back and I'm like, I had a better life back home than I do here. Yeah. So why do you feel like it was better back home versus here? Just the food, for starters. Yeah. Food, people, how everything works, the lifestyle is so different. You would be amazed. How is the food there? There's a lot of seafood, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. Everything is very natural. Yeah. You look it up, Spain has like the freshest food in the world. Yeah. The most fresh food. I don't think. Have you ever had our garlic crabs though in St. Pete? No. See, you can't say the seafood.
do you eat crabs?
I agree with you. Yeah, but see, the thing is, the seafood in America comes from the Atlantic Ocean. Mm-hmm. Our seafood in Spain comes mainly from the Mediterranean Sea. Mm-hmm. So it's a closed sea. Mm-hmm. So it's not as dirty. Right. Okay. It tastes different. I'm pretty sure. I wonder if we don't have your business go to Spain, open up a St. Pete style. Yeah. Crab spot. Oh,
Mrs. Crab, St. Oh my God.
Not Mrs. Crab. Yeah. I'm talking about the hood crab spot.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey, we'll have that bitch there. Slang line to be longer than
using their crabs from their sea. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. Ooh.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, but I agree with the fruit and everything because going to different countries, their fruit is just. It's more natural. Just it tastes totally different. Yeah.
I found out yesterday for the first time that a carrot's original color is blue.
What?
Yeah.
You're lying.
For real. That what Kiwan told me that.
Blue?
He said the original color is blue and white. Cause I started juicing. Mm-hmm. It was like, you gotta try carrots. I said, I do. It's already sweet. Mm-hmm. Like, you ever tried a blue carrot? I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? But yeah, that's what they say.
So what makes it go orange?
I don't know.
Always orange.
Hey man, you learn something new every day, I guess. Right. I hope you weren't lying, make me look like a fucking fool on the podcast. So like when you came over here, like were you like looking up stuff as far as like how's the culture?
Okay, how do I start this? I was an international student exchange, right? Mm-hmm. When I was 15. I kissed a guy, and they kicked me out. Because I kissed a guy. I was in Tennessee. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, obviously, my parents paid like $12,000 for nothing for a whole year, and then they kicked me out. They never returned the money or anything. For kissing a guy in high school. So obviously that guy was like trying to get me into his family's house so that I could stay with them instead of the, you know who I was staying?
Ooh.
With the descendant of Andrew Jackson, the president.
Yeah.
Oh, really? He was his descendant.
Oh, wow.
He was a judge.
Mm.
And the mom was...
The guy that you kissed?
No. Oh. That was the family that I was staying with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And they were a judge and a lawyer. And they had 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very jealous. They did not want me in there, in that house.
The daughters didn't? Or?
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't want me in there.
So how was it staying with like a judge and a lawyer? Like,
it was awful. Strict? It was awful. They made me go to church 5 times a week.
Oh my God.
And they're like, if you're in America, you know, like you got to do, you know, what we're doing here. You know, we just go to church, purity rings and this and that. And, you know, you cannot go out with guys until you're married and this and that. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, this is not Spain at all. Like, this is, I was like, America sucks. Like, this is America. America sucks. And I moved back home and I told my friends, I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, don't believe anything you see on TV because it's bullshit.
Damn. So you were what, 15?
I was 15 years old, yes.
So how long did it last before you got caught?
Okay, so 4 years later, my son's father added me on Facebook. I met a lot of people in high school that I was still in touch with.
Okay.
Somebody adds me on Facebook, right? And that guy starts talking to me. And around that time, my mom married an American man from Detroit. They met on a dating site. So for a whole year, I was talking to that man, right? And my mom was like, hey, do you want to come to America with us? And I'm like, well, I got my life here. You know, I was living on my own. I had my father, my sisters there. Everybody was there. I had nobody in America. Like, why would I go, right? My mom's like, no, you can have a new life. You know, we can start over somewhere else, learn English. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Let's go. I met in person my son's father. And that's how it all started when I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's
And your son's father is from America.
From America. Right?
What part of America?
He's actually born and raised in Florida, but he mostly like Tennessee and Ohio, between Tennessee and Ohio.
So after meeting your son's father, did your perspective of like America change a little bit more?
It changed a lot. You know what was the biggest thing when I moved here? 2 things. It was the lifestyle, how you guys drive everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
And second, the guns. We don't have guns back home.
Oh, really? No guns at all?
Not even cops have guns.
You know why they don't?
They don't have guns, so violence isn't.
There's not really. You will never see shootings in there. You will never see anything like that.
But you know what, though? I honestly feel like if America was set up that way, because between the alcohol and our rules with a lot of things, that's why we're so violent. And then they got America.
It's kind of like working in Spain and even in Europe. You cannot work until you're 18. You cannot drive until you're 18. You know. Damn. Yeah, you cannot do like my sister tried to work when she was 17 and a half and the cops showed up at my house.
Really?
Because it's like child slavery kind of thing.
I would have been mad about that unless my parents were rich.
No, you need a consent from your parents that you can work.
Damn. Oh, before 18?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you don't have consent, you okay.
Right. You can get in trouble. Your parents in trouble.
What about jail? Like, how's jail?
I don't know. I've never been to jail in America or Spain. I don't know. But I know they're more pacifist back home. Like, for example, you cannot be on the streets drinking, for example. A couple come to you and be like, hey, come on, guys. Like, you know, like, stop drinking here. Come on, I'm going to go around the block and I don't want to see you here again. Okay, cool.
So where are you supposed to drink it?
No, in the house or in a club, you know, you cannot be outside drinking, basically.
Oh. Okay.
But they're very nice about it. They're going to come around the block. Come on, guys. What did I tell you? Don't drink here. Come on. I don't want to, like, problems. You know, I don't want to arrest you, you know. Yeah. They'll come around and they'll like, come on, guys. Get out. Come on.
It sounds like it's easy to be a cop in Spain. Like, you don't have to worry about.
Yeah. No, you don't got to worry about guns or anything. Yeah. That's another reason why my friends don't want to come here. Because of the gun safety.
It's terrible.
Yeah. My sister has a 2-year-old son, and she's like, I'm scared to put him in a school in America because of all these shootings going on.
And you just never know. Like, it's schools, it's churches,
it's malls.
You don't know. You just never know.
Exactly. So people who wear guns like underwear, you know.
Honestly, I went to Gay Pride. I didn't go this year, but I was, since with all the killings and things that was going on, I was a little nervous for going out there because, of course, it's gay. Or whatever, you just never know what people's like mindsets are and if they go. And St. Pete had like one of the largest like celebrations. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm a little nervous about going out there because I'm nervous too. Yeah.
So listen, the video, speaking of work, the video that I watched, you were talking about like over here, I think his son, like, aftercare was like 3 o'clock. And then you're like, what job ends at 3 o'clock? Over
Yeah.
in Spain, you get to leave and it's over 40 hours.
Really?
Yeah, so basically in Spain starts I think it's like 8:30, and then school finishes at 5:30. They have a 2-hour lunch break. Yeah, so kids can go home, eat, and then come back to school because they can walk home, or they can pay, I think it's like 50 or 100 euros a month, and then they can eat in the school, but it's real food. It's like first dish, second dish, and dessert,
Really?
and a drink.
See, that's another thing I've noticed about America, between America and other countries. Like, their system is trash as fuck.
And the food in the schools is disgusting. I mean, if you see my school in the food, it's better than my mom's.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
they cook it right there.
It's more healthier. Like, you would think they would put more money behind things like that, especially for the kids in school. They don't even put the money behind their education properly.
No, they don't.
In our schools and things like that. Because in Aruba, they teach their kids 4 different languages from kindergarten up to 12th
just
grade.
like in Spain, France,
that is amazing.
Germany, you know.
So you graduate knowing all these different languages. You're good.
I did Latin too back in high school. I also did Greek, and they made us choose between Mandarin and German.
That would have been amazing.
So how many languages do you?
I mean, I speak fluently 3, but my mom speaks fluently 6.
Yeah. So you speak English, Spanish,
and Catalan.
And normally here,
what is that?
Everybody says that. It's like, what is Catalan? Catalan is a language spoken in the area of Barcelona, Ibiza. It's spoken in there too. A part of Italy and the south of France. It's spoken. It sounds like Italian, French, and Spanish mixed up.
Yeah.
¿Qué vols que diga, catalán?
God, that's too fast. That's fast as hell, man. Damn. What did you say?
I said, what do you want me to tell you in Catalan?
Yeah, that was fast.
Like, what?
Yeah, let me get a Google Translator or something.
Yeah, most of us here, we speak one language. That's
no,
English,
like in Europe, if you don't speak at least 2, you're gonna be looked at like you're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh man.
See, that's crazy. Yeah. Even like in my son's camp, like the food that they give them every day for like lunch and stuff, it's ridiculous. Like, they give them the same little burrito that's wrapped up. It's just really...
No. You know what we'll have there? We'll have, for example, pasta with, like, meat or whatever, and then they'll put veggies, they'll put fruit, they'll put water, never juice, no soda, always either apple juice or water, fruit, always fruit or yogurt every day.
We have so many days off in schools here.
They don't there.
I'm like, you wonder why our kids so behind in the learning curve. Y'all don't put any efforts into that, but y'all worry about everything else.
School is starting in August, and then got down September to be a fucking break, a week break.
You know what I realized too? Like in America, in high school at least, I don't know about middle school or anything, but if you don't study, you'll pass. In Spain, if you don't study, you will not pass.
Yeah, I got through most of life, like just sleeping in my classes and waking up and still passing.
No, you do that, you're gonna be out of this. Like, you're gonna be kicked out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You couldn't even like chew gum.
Really?
In my class.
Damn.
Yeah, I got kicked out for wearing a piercing or for I was like, you need to get out of the class right now. So like,
really?
Because we have a piercing on your nose right now, and it's not allowed. You gotta get out.
It sounds more strict, but
it's very strict.
To be honest, it's better. I mean, just overall, I would prefer to go that route than the regular school route.
American people are not liked in you. Let me say that.
Really?
They're not liked.
I'm gonna go there.
I've heard that. Well, I was trying to do research on Barcelona.
Yeah.
And it was saying that it was artsy, and that on Spain, period, they would rather have refugees than tourists.
That's true.
Okay, well, Google was right. Google was right.
That's interesting.
So, like, how is the dating?
The dating. I haven't really dated that much in Spain because I was 19 when I moved to America. So a lot of people tell me I'm Americanized. Like, I'm like from America now because I've been here for like 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
But back home, I realize couples last longer.
Really?
Yeah. They don't cheat as much.
Well, I'm going this way.
I'm serious. Like, I know couples that have been together, like, ever since I left. They're still together to this day.
Really?
Yeah. Like, my sister is a prime example. Like, she's been, well, now they separated, but they were together for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
16 years old till, like, 30-something.
What was the reason of their separation?
My sister wanted more. She wanted to get married and have kids, and he was just like, "It's not time. It's not time." Like, what is it gonna be? Time 15 years,
Yeah.
right? We're living together, you know. Like, you got a job, I got a job, you know.
I'm getting older.
She was working a lot, and then she met somebody online from America, and she moved to America, and now they have a kid and they're married.
Oh, is she happy?
She's happy, but at the same time, she's not happy because she's home all day with the kid. So she's not
Oh, okay.
so she can do anything.
Okay.
Dang. So, as far as, so we had a conversation yesterday. You said that Florida men
suck. Let me put it that way. Florida men suck.
And what the fuck up with?
They don't.
not all.
Yeah.
Florida men don't like to commit. I'm gonna put it this way because I've met men from up north, and they're completely different. They want to commit. They want to stay in your lane. You know that here they just like to play games and fuck around, and you know, like that's literally how Florida men are.
I feel attacked.
And it's not a stigma; it's the truth.
I mean, not all, of course. Like,
But 90%.
Yeah. I'd say 1.
2%.
So that 2% is probably gay.
The fuck? I'm straight. Damn.
Exactly.
Damn, man. Damn.
So
wait.
okay. The type of men that you date, have you dated within your race? Have you dated without?
No, see, in 2016, you know, my son is white, right? Mm-hmm. So when I tell people I only date black people, but then they look at my kid, they're like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
I had my first sexual encounter with a black man in 2016. Mm-hmm. And since that day, I've never dated a white person again.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just once you go black, you never go back. That's literally how it went down.
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
So as just from dating, I mean, sexual encounters with a white man versus a black man, like, what is the difference?
The color is the first thing I see.
Yeah.
I don't like the white color.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I know it's weird to say that, but I don't like it. I don't know. They do it better.
Yeah.
They have. It's just different. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't.
I've had one white guy.
But it's different for you because you're black. So it's a different skin color. You know what I'm saying?
It's still like, I love my black man.
I love my black man too.
I love my
like,
black
I
man.
can't do what I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried to date, and as soon as like it goes down to it, I'm like.
So is there like any other? Like, is there any other like race, like
No,
Spanish?
No. That's
I had
the worst.
I had he was from.
No,
I think it was, I forgot where it was.
Spanish is like.
I had one Spanish guy.
God, no.
So what about somebody that's from Spain or?
Hell no. You kidding me?
Really? Why?
No, I'm not attracted to them at all. It's like a turn off.
Oh man.
So okay, obviously you look beautiful. So when somebody sees you, they're first attracted to because how you look. But when you start talking, they realize that,
where are you from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that like raise them as far as like wanting to get?
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, as a not a white woman, but
As a European woman.
as a European woman dating black men, how do you feel like black men treats?
They're very. Okay, black men don't treat me very well. Let me put it that way. The ones that I've dated, you know, I had a very long relationship for about 3 years, and that man was like, I was in love with that man, but that man had no car, had no job, living with his parents, at 34 years old. And everybody was like, you gotta dump his ass. You know, I was so in love with that man, and he did not treat me nice. He was not a nice person either. But dick was good.
Yeah,
So that's what made me stay.
It happens.
They don't treat me very nice, black men.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. My mom is always like, you have not had good luck with black men, so why are you still dating black men? I said, because that's what I'm attracted to. I cannot date somebody I'm not attracted to. He can be a great person, but if I'm not attracted to you, it's not going to work.
Do you feel like it's just the area that you're in, or?
It's not the area. It's like most, like I said, Florida black men suck.
Yeah.
They suck. I'm having a hard time.
I was just talking like
Like you're not here?
I'm from Florida. Damn. So what makes it to where they suck?
Because they don't like to commit. That's what I'm saying. They just like to play games. They like to fuck around. They don't know what they want. You know, they play a lot.
I feel like these days, this like time frame in general, like the men, getting a man to truly, everyone's so hurt. Everyone is so scared to like really give their all to something, so they want to keep something on the side.
They don't trust.
Yeah, their trust is, everybody's trust is fucked up.
Yeah.
And then just in the Black community, like, I just, from what I've seen, it's, I'm not saying that all Black men don't commit or anything like that, but from what I've seen and what I've experienced, like Black men, they just don't.
They don't take me serious.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
I
think it's like my mom keeps telling me it's my hair. They don't take me serious because of my hair. They don't take me serious because of the way I dress. They don't take me serious because of the pictures I take. And I'm like, Mom, that does not define who I am as a person.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people look at me, they're like, oh, you must be a freak. That's a lot of Black men tell me, like, you must be a freak in bed. I'm like, why? It's like your hair, your eyes, the way you dress. I'm like, that has nothing to do. Like,
they tell you that?
Yeah, all the time. It's like, oh my God, you're so sexy. You must be a freak. Every single Black guy has told me that.
So okay. So that's it right there. I mean, if they say that, that means that they want to fuck it. This realist in the room, real shit. They want to fuck.
Exactly, but that's not all I want. That's my whole point.
No, what I'm saying. So if they saying that, do you, after they say that, do you still
Continue
to talk to them?
No.
Okay.
So the Black man that you have like encountered and like had a relationship with, like the first encounter.
I've only had one serious relationship with a Black man, and it did not end good.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's just that experience. Maybe you'll find someone that, you know.
I mean, sexually, I've not found anybody better than him or like him.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's hard, you know.
It is.
He left me for a basic white girl, so we broke up and literally left me for a basic white American girl. So I'm like, okay, all right.
Damn.
But then, you know, he messaged me. He's like, I miss you.
Of course I do. They always do.
And I sent screenshots to his girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah.
They still together?
Yeah, they're still together. They broke up. Me and him got involved again earlier this year. And then they got back together again. And then the girlfriend went crazy and me like, you're a whore and you're this and you're that. I'm like, honey, I just want to stick up.
Damn.
I'm very blunt. I'm very blunt, and people can't take it.
So is that being just you, or is that your culture?
That's my culture. I don't think, because all my friends are blunt as fuck. Yeah. All of them.
Like blunt as in what?
As in like straightforward.
No,
like,
I'm saying as far as like sex.
Sex. Yeah, like period. Sex. You know, anything that you think of, like, you know, even at work.
Sexual wise. Like I'm gonna tell you. I can't.
Or if you're sucking bad, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
you're sucking bad.
Like, yeah, then please do not be the type that's like to brag and be like,
yeah, like I got a big day.
I'm like, yeah, no.
You're gonna have a new experience with me.
I've had better.
Yeah, that's why I never do no shit like that.
Yeah, no. Usually the guys that brag about it are the
worst ones. Yeah. I know that for sure. I'm like, okay.
Because I asked my ex-boyfriend before we even slept it. I was like, are you big? Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm okay. And I saw it. I was like,
yeah, you little humble. I know that's right.
Man. But like the thing about it, well, speaking from a man's point of view, like I think down to every man's dream or fantasy is to have sex with somebody that's for him.
Yeah, and I get that a lot. Like from Black men, they're like, oh, you know, like I've never been with a European woman or anyone from Spain, you know. And it's like they just want that. That's what I'm saying. They don't take me serious. Mm-hmm. They just want to get it, you know. Because they don't think I'm good for anything else. And I'm like, I'm a fucking person to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman.
Right. I get that.
They just think of like sex wise because I'm from somewhere else and they think that we're freaks. I'm like, oh, I heard Spaniards are this or that. Like,
yeah, they watch porn. That's what.
Yeah, I get it. But not like, I'm not a fucking porn star. Like, I'm a fucking woman that was born and raised in Spain, period.
From my experience, like talking to different cultures and things like that, people from different countries, they treat the women better. They do. Some of them do.
Well, no. Let me take that back. People don't know this because you're not from Europe, but there's a lot of differences between the capital of Spain and Barcelona. Mm-hmm. Right? Barcelona is very open, very liberal. Mm-hmm. You go to Madrid, which is the capital. men are very sexist. You know, men have to go home. They have their beer on the table, their dinner, you know. They go watch TV while the wife does everything. But that does not work like that in Barcelona. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah, it does work.
And it's only 8 hours by car.
Just like where is it? Like Afghanistan, those countries and stuff like that too. I can't deal with their culture and the way they see their women. Nope. But them London.
And I've seen that with my dad, with my own dad. My dad was married to my mom for like 20 years almost. My mom was doing everything. My dad never really like cooked, never knew how to do this, how to do that, how to do anything. And now he's married to a woman from Madrid who does everything.
So he's set.
So he said,
yeah,
you know, I saw the difference as soon as like they married.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
see, I can't. I mean, I'm willing to do a lot for my man, but I mean, sometimes it's gonna be days I need you to come on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I want to see that shit on TV, but from talking to other females or whatever, it is some men who are like over here. Oh, you gonna be you gonna have my dinner ready? You go do this. I'm the king. You go follow.
You know, a lot of men ask me in America if I cook. Do you cook? Mm-hmm. How well do you cook? And I always tell them like, what do you care? Are you my man? No, right? Right. Okay.
What you mean? Hold on.
Like,
the hell on. Hold on.
My ex asked me like, why you never cooked for me? I said because you were not man enough.
Oh man, but so like, that's a general question though. Like, I'm gonna ask somebody, can you cook?
I can cook, but I'm not gonna cook for somebody that stays at fucking home, sells drugs, and doesn't do anything with his life. And then you want me to respect you as a man? I can't do that. I can't. That's a boy, not a man.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna get up and give you wifely duties, and you're not even doing your manly duties.
I was saying like, as far as when you first meet somebody, it's like, you know, the general question, you know how to cook, because man, some women do not know how to fucking cook.
Yeah.
They say they do, and
they don't.
Fuck, that shit be nasty as hell.
I don't mind cooking, but I wouldn't mind a man that'll get in the kitchen every once in a while.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that's why I'm the 1%.
Okay. You good in the kitchen?
Ask her.
No, he's amazing. Yeah, he can cook.
Yeah. He's
a good man. He's like the one. He's literally in that 1%.
1%.
Oh, so you're not gay?
Hell no. Hell no. Nothing against gay people, but no. My butt and some dick, that shit don't get me aroused. Ass and all that. All that do.
Yeah. So what, as far as, okay. What was I going to say? I totally forgot. I don't know.
You don't know what you want to say?
I know, I totally forgot.
Oh my God. Okay, so like, as far as you being over here by yourself.
Yeah.
Like no family.
No family.
And you have a child.
Yeah.
Is the father
not involved?
So how did that work, being that you're over here by yourself? Like, no
it's
help?
Hard. I think it's very hard and very expensive to raise children in America.
It really is.
It really, really is, because like if I look back home, you know, like most daycares are paid by the government. Schools, public schools start at 3 years old. Yeah, they have like 8:30 to 5:30. They're 3. Mm-hmm. And that's when they start learning English, Spanish, Catalan, you know, French, you know. I mean, I've met 4-year-olds. Last time I was back home, I was at this cafeteria, and then I knew the owners, and their daughter was there doing homework, and she was telling me, yeah, like this in English, and then this in French, and I was like, holy shit.
At 4.
You know, at 4 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going to school. You don't see that here, and I want my son, that's why I want to move back. I want my son to experience that. He's not doing anything in school here.
Yeah.
I feel he's like left behind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like all the things that I've learned in school, I had to talk with my sister about it. It's like, yeah, we want our kids to have the same education that we had when we were growing up. Mm-hmm. We didn't see it. We thought like Spanish education was shit. We came to America and we're like, okay, stop. We were wrong.
Right.
We were very wrong.
Right.
You know.
So okay, so I don't understand. Davido. He's that's the Afro beat singer, whatever. He was in, I think, in Africa. Mm-hmm. His parents sent him to school over here. all his brothers and sisters to school over here, and they had like his dad down there like a billionaire down there. So I don't understand that.
That's another thing. College is very expensive here. You're gonna be in debt for the rest of your life if you want to be a fucking doctor, you want to be a lawyer, versus you go to Spain, and we got like one of the best universities in the world in my country, and they're fucking free.
Yeah,
that's what I don't understand. Like, for example, yeah, like for example, my whole family, my uncle, my 2 cousins, they're both dentists. They got master's degree, they got doctorates for free. They've not paid a fucking dime. And they're making bank.
And honestly, I feel like more people, if it was like that here, more people would be more successful.
Yeah. And I think people would have more money, they would not be struggling like they are.
And there's a lot of people here, like everyone.
Exactly. So my father, he was trying to tell my little sister, she's in Ohio State University, right? She's trying to be a lawyer. And my father's like, I refuse to pay $100,000 a fucking year when she can come here, study here, get it for free. And one of the, there's a lot of American people in that university where my dad is at. It's like from the 12th century.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people, because I was considering going to school to be a doctor. And I was actually considering going out of the country instead of doing it here because A, was faster and was much, much cheaper too.
Yeah.
So how are the taxes over there? Because
taxes are higher. I'm not going to lie, they're higher. But then again, you got universal health care, right? Here, you pay taxes. But my thinking is, where do those taxes go? Because I'm still paying for insurance. I'm still paying for this, for that. I'm still paying, taxes on the food and anything I buy, taxes. And another thing I realized is in Europe, when you see a price on a supermarket, grocery store, that's the price you're going to pay.
Mm-hmm.
The taxes are already in it.
Oh, okay.
So if it says $3.99, that's where you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay $3.99.
So about $3.99 plus tax.
Plus tax.
Yeah.
Right.
I also saw another video where you were talking about the bread. You were like over here.
Bread. Oh yes.
You're like over here. Why I'm gonna pay that bread been out there for weeks?
Yeah. You know how much the bread is there? You get like a baguette like this long, right? Hot, crunchy,
French
for like 65 cents. Right. It's right there. It's right there. They just do it right there. Here, you get bread that's been there for days, and it costs you $4.
And it's garbage.
Yeah, man, I bought some fucking bread 2 days ago, and that shit nasty as hell.
Yeah. That bread, it'll last you, you put it in the, not microwave, in the oven or whatever for a couple of minutes, and it's crunchy for 2 or 3 days.
And then when you think about it too, with America, with their farming and stuff like that, they're cloning everything.
The milk. America is one of those countries where the milk has hormones in it. Milk, that's another thing when I came to America. I'm like, why is milk refrigerated when you first get it? Milk is not refrigerated in Spain. When you make milk.
What?
No, it's not refrigerated. You open it, it's cartons like this, and then you open it, and then when you open it, then you put it in the fridge.
Oh, shit.
So it's not
normally
refrigerated originally.
Yeah, it's not refrigerated.
So
You'll never see it refrigerated.
What color is it?
It's white.
I asked that because they say that it's like pus and blood in milk, like when you get it out or whatever.
I don't know. It's white,
but
the milk tastes different back home. Definitely
more pure.
What about the water?
Water, obviously, if you're in the city, it's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, but that goes everywhere. In any city, the water is disgusting.
Yeah.
But if you live in a village, in the mountains and stuff, kind of like if you go to Michigan or Ohio, the water is good.
More pure.
Yeah. Right.
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So when you go back to Spain, it's going to be for good.
Yes.
What are you going to miss besides?
My black man.
I was going to say that.
So I have a question. Okay, so you said your kid's father was white, correct?
Yeah.
But he's not there.
He's never been. He met his son a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My son is almost 11.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, he has another kid. My son has a half sister in another state, right? That he's never met.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad, by the way. He's just not. He was not ready to be a father. He's got a lot of mental problems and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to bring my son around that.
Yeah. Okay, because the stigma with with different cultures and things like that. Of course, you have men in every culture that's just abstinent, or just don't want to be around.
It's not just one.
Yeah. I don't know because I don't know like within certain cultures how it is within there, but I know Black culture is a high number of men that's absent within a home.
In Spain, it's not like that.
Yeah.
In Spain, it's very... See, that's another thing. There's a lot of young moms in America.
Mm-hmm.
There's no young moms. Like, none of my best friends, my group of people have kids. They're my age.
Really?
Yeah.
So
they wait until their late 30s, maybe even 40s.
Late 30s and 40s?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I only got 2 friends that got kids from Spain, and it's because they were living in America. And they told me, it's like, if we were not in America, we probably would have never had kids.
Right.
So, like, is it as far as, like, sexual or whatever?
I think they become more like, okay, so they teach us a lot of, like, sex education back home. They're very open about it. So kids are not as curious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're not, oh, I'm going to have to do it. They're not as curious.
Yeah.
Here, it's like a taboo, like, you know, can't talk about sex, you know, because they're too young, you know, this and that.
Right.
So they're curious and they want to do it. They want to do it, you know. That's what I think.
Man, we want to do it because we born dogs.
Well, I know, but when they teach you all about like STDs and they teach you about like, you know, catching, you know, HIV and catching these like, you know, they're like, oh shit.
Mm.
You know, like I remember when I was in sex education class in Spain, they were telling us all of that and everybody was like looking at each other like, holy shit, I'm not going to have sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Not me. They said that and I still was trying to get some.
Yeah. I didn't lose mine too early, but it was early.
How old were you when you lost virginity?
I was 16.
I was 14.
I was 12.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was 16. I wish I would have waited.
I wish I would have waited until I was like 18.
I wish I would have waited like...
You know why I didn't wait? I didn't wait because I was coming to America. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought Americans, you know, they were very open.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I called my friend and I said, I don't want to be a virgin when I go to America, so take my virginity.
Oh, really?
Damn.
That's literally how it went down.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I would have waited only because it's just like, I don't know. I appreciate the time that it did happen and things like that. I wish I would have waited to have kids more so.
So how old are you and how old?
Okay, so I'm 32 and my kids are 12 and 6. But with me being in business and things like that and still trying to find myself, I wish I could have had my kids after that. The same kids, but just after I became a little bit more established. But then I also feel like there's really never a right time.
Yeah. You're never really ready
Yeah.
to have kids.
Yeah.
Because you can be, like, I'm ready to have kids, and then you have kids, and then you got into this whole depression.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to be a parent anymore,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So I'm thinking you're, like, never ready.
So but sometimes I do be like, I kind of should have just waited to have sex. Just giving myself these
Wait to have.
sex.
What you mean? Wait to have sex.
I mean, just a
It's like
little
the best
older. It is the best thing.
Yeah, I love my son, but I think I should have waited.
Yeah.
Honestly. Now, my sister, she is 36. She's got a 2-year-old son, and she tells me, she looks at me just like, Sylvia, I should have not waited that long to have kids.
I imagine my life growing up. I had my husband. I had all my kids by the same man.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had our little family. And
Yeah.
life just say.
That's how I grew up with my
Just
mom,
like your
you
dad.
know.
Yeah.
Whole family, you know, husband and wife, you know, going to school, coming back home to my parents, you know. And my son doesn't have that, and he's really sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like when you came here for the first time when you were in high school, how long did it take to adjust to U.S.
Well,
culture?
I was not in high school. When I moved here, they gave me the option because I had my high school diploma from Spain. But they told me, since you're from Europe, you know, that certificate is not going to do anything in America. So they gave me 2 options. They're like, you can go to high school for a year or you can get your GED. I was not in school for 2 years because we finished high school in Spain at 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you do 2 years, and then after those 2 years, you go to the university after that. Those 2 years are very hard, by the way. People take 4 instead of 2. That's how hard it is. But yeah, no, I took my GED in 1 week without studying, without the book, anything. I took my GED. I did math, science, all of that without even opening the book.
Yeah.
And I passed it.
Damn.
Like, that's how easy it is to
But
get like a high school.
America's full of shit because all they want is your money. Because it's honestly your degree and your education that you had over in Spain was probably much, much higher
Yeah, it was.
than what we receive here. But they just need that extra. money, so they're gonna make you pay.
They offered me to, if I wanted to do it in Spanish, but my Spanish is like the real, like pure Spanish, and there's some words and like some grammar errors on that it will get on my nerves. I'm very big on languages, so even in English, if you make an error, it gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So as far as like, do you get mad when like they call you a white girl?
Yeah.
Or like even with me, like I didn't know. I thought you speak Spanish, right?
Right.
I thought it was like you were.
Spanish.
Yeah.
No.
Not like you're like you say European.
European Spanish, right?
No, I'm saying like as far as you said you identify with European.
Right.
Yeah, that's
a lot of people
really,
ask me, is like, why? Like, I have people, tell me, like, are you really like Spanish? And I'm like, yeah. They associate Spanish with like darker skin and darker eye color.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, if you go to Spain is really not mixed. You go to Cuba, you go to Puerto Rico, you got Spanish mixed with white, Spanish mixed with black, Spanish mixed with Native American. So that's why you got all those colors and darker, complexion. But if you go to Spain, if you see my best friends, you'll be like, holy shit, they look German.
Yeah.
Green eyes, pale skin. If you see my sister is like white as this cup. My mom, blue eyes, blonde, white as this cup. You would never guess she's Spanish.
Yeah.
So that's what people don't really understand.
Right.
And I have people telling me that Spanish comes from Puerto Rico. So I'm like,
no, it doesn't. Because it came from before Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
They came from that. So like, what would you, if somebody was telling you that they are about to come to the U.S.?
I'd tell them don't do it. There is this group on Facebook that says Spaniards in Tampa. And we have a lot of people saying, hey, I'm moving to Tampa. What's in this area? And I tell them, like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Just Tampa or just period?
Tampa or in America, period.
Damn.
Some people come there and be like, oh,
because I lived in Michigan. When I moved to the States, I moved to Michigan. That's where I was living. And then I moved back to Spain. And then my mom and her husband, they moved to Florida. So my mom was like, hey, you have a green card. Do you want to come to Florida? I was like, hell yeah. It's Florida. It's Florida. The Bahamas, there's the beaches. And the Bahamas is right there. I was like, hell yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah, Florida is
but I don't hear an accent.
What you mean? From you?
It's honestly, it's there, but it's not. It's mild. Like
it's not strong.
Yeah,
it used to be, because I have friends that I met when I first moved to Florida.
Yeah,
and I was just with them a couple weeks ago. Haven't seen them in years. I'm like, oh my God, your accent is almost gone.
Yeah. When you first came in, we started talking. I didn't really hear it too much, but now, like, really talking, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she says Florida.
Yeah. Or just
Florida.
Yeah. See.
That's when you can hear it. I'm like, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we sound country? They say.
I don't see accents in America. I don't hear them. To me, everything is American. Like I hear no accents. I really don't.
Really.
You guys do, because you're from here. Just like when I speak to somebody from Argentina, for example, I can tell they're from Argentina. When I speak, they're like, oh my God, you're from Spain.
Yeah.
Spanish-speaking people.
That's like with us too. We can tell when somebody's not from Florida. They can be from Atlanta, New York, California.
We can tell.
We can
they
tell.
Talk different.
Yeah.
That's just like in other countries. Like in Spain, we pronounce the letter S, not the letter C, as a Z. And the only country that does that is Spain. If you go to South America or Mexico, Central America, like any other country that's not Spain, the letter C is pronounced as an S.
I've been to Mexico a few times. I'm going to pay attention to Mexico.
Yeah, pay attention to that, because we have something that we roll our tongues or whatever, that they don't do that there. So as soon as I start talking, like, you're from Spain, aren't you? Like, yeah.
So do you think if I was to move to Spain, I would, over time, sound more...
You would sound more Spaniard then.
Yeah.
I can't see that shit. No, at all. At all.
It depends on where you move to, because if you move to Barcelona, that area, you got to speak Spanish and Catalan. You got to speak both.
But you know what, though? If I hang around someone for a long period of time, I literally start picking up like this.
Yeah, that's how I learned English. I have a lot of Cuban friends and they don't speak any English, and I translate all the time. And they're like, "Girl, how did you learn English?" And I'm like, "I did not surround myself with Spanish-speaking people for a reason."
Yeah.
So I could learn English the right way,
right?
Specifically from America.
Mm-hmm.
So when I speak to my friends from South London, they're like, when I met them, like, "Are you American?" I'm like, "No, baby, I'm from here."
Right. Right.
Damn. Yeah. I tried that. Working with a bunch of Spanish people, and I just learned bad words, and that's it. And the Dali, and that's down there about it.
But you know what though? We normally when we run into Spanish people, we're like, okay, how do you say "fuck you" in Spanish?
It's a whole different. They have like so many ways of saying that.
How do you say it?
Que te jodan.
Que te
jodan.
Que te jodan.
Que te jodan.
Jodan. Que te jodan.
Que te jodan.
Que te jodan.
Que te jodan. Bitch, cut you off. Que te jodan. What?
I'm gonna start saying that. Learn a new word. Okay.
So like, what are you tired of as far as like when somebody knows when somebody finds out that you're not from here? What are you tired of as far as like people trying to talk to you, as far as like getting your number, like dating? What's like aggravating as fuck to you?
Where are you from? That's what's aggravating.
Really?
Why it's very aggravating, because maybe in one day I've been asked that 4 times.
Yeah.
You know, and it's especially when I first moved to America, it was every time I opened my mouth.
And that's before you say something, or that's
no. That when I start, like I open my mouth. Like now, not as much, but when I first moved to America, as soon as I opened my mouth, where are you from? Are you from Russia? No, dude, I'm not from Russia. I'm European, but I'm not from Russia. Or Ukraine. It was like, oh, Ukraine. I'm like, no. Like, that's kind of far from where I'm from. But
and they sound a little more different. Like, they like...
It's
when they talk.
Yeah.
So you don't give me that.
They say buddy a lot.
I don't know. And I guess sometimes it's the look to the blue eyes and the hair, you know.
Yeah.
So was it red hair before?
No, it was blonde.
No. I'm saying, like, did you do that before you came here? Or?
No, I dyed it like a couple of years ago.
Oh.
So my breakup made me.
You gotta do something different.
Damn.
Yeah, I wanted to change. I'm like, let me change it. I was blonde, and I dyed it right, and everyone was like, "What the fuck did you just do?"
So when you were blonde, did you notice a difference in like the way men approached you?
They thought I was very white American when I was blonde.
I thought that, man, I did until I heard you talk, because like I would see your posts and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, okay, she white.
Yeah, definitely not.
Until I seen that, I seen that damn video with smoking that cigarette. Okay, I'm live again. So let me tell you. I said, okay.
Yeah. That happens a lot. I hear it a lot from a lot of people.
So like, people don't like what dudes like when they find out where you're from.
They don't. When they find out where I'm from, they're like, "Oh, that's what's up. Like that's fucking cool," you know. And they go straight to like, "Damn, you're sexy. I love your accent." And I'm like, "Damn, like, can you like see my personality first?"
That's why Muslim women, like when they wrap up and everything, let me start doing that when I meet men.
So this also is the reason why men pretty much like,
I'm gonna start saying I'm from here, bro.
I'm from real, cuz. They go for real.
Where's that accent from? Like, it's from Florida.
Like they'll think that, okay, she don't got that many bodies on her, so I'm going ahead and all that, like, nobody that I know.
That's another thing America needs to work on.
What?
Doesn't matter how many bodies you got. In Spain, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Like, they don't even ask you. I've never had nobody from Spain ask me that. Nobody. Not even one person. Here, guys, how many people have you slept with? What's your body count?
Oh,
like, how old are you? 18?
No.
Yeah,
that's not what I actually.
Yeah, now that's immature. But at the same time, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't want to be serious with somebody that has a lot of bodies on. Like, I wouldn't. I mean, I went X, but if.
Well, how would you know if you never actually
really
know?
So you gotta ask.
At the end of the day, you can find a woman that
she can lie. She doesn't have to tell you. Hey, it's like
you can find a woman that's not from here, or you can find a woman that's like so just like she's just real the way she carries herself, but she just carries herself to the point where she doesn't you're not gonna know who she slept with. So even if you ask her, she's gonna be like, yeah, 2, 3, whatever, 5 people. But you don't know. At the end of the day, you don't know. So why does it matter?
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
What you mean why? Because I don't wanna
be inside of where everybody's been.
No, not just that. No, not just that. I don't like me personally. I hate to where I'm with somebody and somebody else come up to them and be like they had sex with them. You
okay, that means if you live in a village, then everybody knows each other. But if you live in a city, how is that going to happen?
How? You must have been the same people. You ain't been in this area. Same people.
No,
everybody.
Not really.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah,
really.
Everybody.
Yes. I mean, I know people that live in St. Pete, but they're not from here. So I don't.
In St. Pete, everybody knows everybody. So it's like, if I'm talking to somebody from St. Pete, I probably know like three dudes that she don't have sex with or know of, probably more than that.
Who cares?
But that's my thing is
who
with
cares?
that. I feel like as an adult, so like if I deal with you and you see me out with my man and you come up or you make your presence known or make it known that I've slept with you, you are a fuck nigga at his fucking finest. Like, we don't know each other.
Yeah.
I'm probably going this shit. Probably somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody do that.
No, that happened to me when I was with my ex. I was in Tampa. It was like you know, App and Health, right? They were doing like the new App and Health Center, and they had ice creams and cookies and, you know, donuts and like all kinds of food, right? And I was with my ex and there with my son, and I found this guy. I was like holding hands with my ex, right? And I was walking or whatever, and I looked at this guy, and this guy looked at me, and we both smiled and like did this, you know, like we didn't know each other. Mm-hmm. And my ex caught that. Was like, what the fuck was that, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
I don't know you.
Right. And it's like, he was like, who the fuck is that? I was like, I said, I don't know. I was like, no, like he smiled like he knows you. I was like, did you sleep with him? And I said, a long time ago. And then he got super pissed and left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you lied.
Well, I act like I don't know, Mom. Don't look at me. We're not even talking. We're not even friends. Like, don't. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, once again, me personally, I just don't like that. I just can't really be serious with somebody who else that I know. Mm-hmm. Because, like, it'll get around. Like, you know, people inbox, all that shit, though.
It's just social media. It's fucked up.
Yeah, but that's how you do your investigation.
I'm about to quit
social media.
Instagram. Yeah,
Instagram. Why?
Social media.
Because if you put your business out there all the time, people are gonna get involved. Everybody's gonna, you know, get opinions on it. Like, I don't want nobody getting opinions on my relationship with who I have a relationship with. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
like,
I've been out and about before and like seeing somebody die.
That's why one of the reasons, like, I was with my ex for like 2 or 3 years and nobody even knew, like, on my Facebook that I had a relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, now the girl he's with, he's putting it everywhere, you know, and now, like, oh, I'm breaking up with you, and then we're not together, and then I'm breaking up with you, and then I'm not together with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get all these people, like, getting involved in their relationship and laughing about it because they're putting it so out there that everybody sees everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Yeah. And honestly, the couples that I've seen that last the most, they're not on social media like that. Yeah. So, social media is toxic. So, you know.
We had that conversation before. We had a conversation before about social media.
Mm-hmm. And relationships.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because in Spain, people don't really use Facebook like that.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
they use WhatsApp mostly. That's what they use.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never see people talking through Facebook like they do here in America. You know?
I mean, for me, it's like for entertainment and to find out what's what.
Right. But they don't use it like, you know, like we use it like every day. Yeah. The thing they put the stories and stuff, they don't do that there. Mm-hmm. That's what I realized because most of my friends in Spain, I don't see their story. I barely see their stories.
Right.
Because they don't post.
Right. Yeah. That's how it should be. It's toxic. It's really toxic.
It's very toxic, yeah.
So, like, is there a question that you will ask, that you haven't been able to ask anybody that you like want to ask us? Whether there's no talk with us off limits.
What do you guys think of Spain? If you didn't meet me, what's the first thought that comes to mind?
We just want to visit. Like, have you heard anything?
Mm-hmm. Because I heard a lot of, like, people tell me, like, oh, I heard that European girls from France, Spain, and Germany, they don't shave, for example. I heard that from people from America.
Yeah.
And I've seen more people in America not shaved than in my country.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
That's a myth.
What you mean? Shave what?
Like
Just
armpits, you know,
Oh,
down there, you know, legs. You know, like they just think that like we don't take care of ourselves like that, which is like a complete lie.
Yeah.
It's a myth.
Yeah, I ain't heard really.
Well, I heard that from a lot of
I
people.
never really had like any specific, like, you know, I've never heard anything. I just always went to go visit.
You should.
Yeah, I'm going
No,
to.
you're not going. You're not coming back here. I'm telling you.
Damn, it's the from like me, it's like the pictures and like as far as like tours and stuff like that. Because
You don't want to be an American tourist, though.
what I want to do, oh,
Just don't tell people you're from there because they're gonna pickpocket. They're gonna.
but that's why you got the wallet change that don't work.
They're gonna overcharge you just because you're American. They think your guys like are ignorant and stuff, so they're gonna like I've seen it. I've seen it. I had a friend from Tennessee, and I met up with her while I was in Spain, and she told me it's like, yeah, they try to like pickpocket. They're trying to overcharge me for this. They're trying to overcharge me for this shirt, and I went over there. I overheard it in a clothing store. They were trying to overcharge her 20 million euros on a shirt, and I'm like, listen, I said, I'm from here. I said, I know what you're doing, you know, and she was like, oh shit, like I fucked up.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why certain countries and stuff like that, I would prefer to go, like, especially if I'm going in the city and stuff like that, I would prefer to go with someone that I know that's from there, because they know, like, especially if it's
I took her to several places because she's like, I don't trust this, I don't trust that. If I can go with me, I say, yeah, no problem.
So like, are people over like trustworthy? Like, say for instance, we want to go over there, but we don't want to
If you're European, you're good. Don't worry about it. But if you're American, be careful.
What if you black?
No, that doesn't matter. There's a lot of black people from Africa. They don't care about that. They care about if you're Arabic. They're going to see you as a problematic person.
Okay, no. So my question is, okay, so were they trying to overcharge us if we're American but we're black? Or
it doesn't matter if you're black or white. You're American.
They go
You're
still
American.
Oh.
Yeah.
So just for this point, when I want something, just point.
Don't really talk too much.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm from, I don't know, let's say Germany.
Where are you from?
Germany. They speak English in Germany too, so just like, hey, speak German, you know. Like,
around.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't speak German to you because you don't know German. You know, nobody speaks German in Spain.
Right.
All they do is speak in Spanish and Catalan.
Right.
And Euskera, which is another language in Spain that probably you guys don't know about.
No. What's
It's
that?
up north Spain, and it's a language that till this day nobody knows where it comes from.
Okay,
That's
so
how old it is.
I'm gonna ask a question with another question. So can you say something
In that language?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. It's harder than Chinese, actually.
So do you get mad once people like say something?
Yeah, or like even in bed, how can you speak in Spanish to me?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, no.
That's a turn. That's a turn.
That's turn off for me.
Yeah.
I'm in America for a reason. I don't like Spanish speaking.
Yeah.
Like, for me, a turn on is speaking in English. That's a turn on. But if you
Sure.
ask me to speak in Spanish, especially in bed, I'm going to be like, cut
Like,
it out. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Different, huh?
Yeah, it is. It is. You got any questions you want to ask? No. So you're gonna leave, which is sad, because now somebody's gonna come here. It's gonna be have like a fucked up attitude or whatever. It ain't gonna be like you gotta equal the ratio up. I think you should stay. Give it like 6 months.
That's what I'm going to give it. 6 months.
No, 6. Okay, well, give it 9 months.
9 months.
Give
Go
it.
to a different area. Go to I don't know.
I went to Tennessee, and honestly, it was kind of the same. Well, the men were different. They were a little different in Tennessee. They were nicer.
North Carolina.
So do you prefer country or city man?
Because I've been in the city of
Houston.
Cleveland. I've been in the city of Cleveland, and men were very nice in Cleveland. Very, very nice. Up north, very, very, very nice.
Have you been to Atlanta yet?
To where?
Atlanta.
And fuck no.
What?
'Cause, man, they're all bisexual in there.
Yeah.
Half of them gay and half of them
Yeah,
are
they
definitely
hit both.
players.
They hit both. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that. Sorry. Nope.
You been in Houston?
I've been to the airport.
Yeah.
They're Houston. Or
I
even
don't know
North
about the men
Carolina.
in Houston is pretty straight.
I know somebody that lives in Houston, but he's a porn star, but that's not a good
porn star.
Yeah.
I want to talk to him.
I'll give you his number. Look him up, Rob Piper. Rob Piper.
How did you meet
Piper?
I met him through Jackson Slater, another porn star.
Ron Piper?
Rob.
Rob Piper.
You know all these porn stars.
Which one?
I'm pretty sure they're all fake. But just look on Google. Go on Google. Go on Google. You'll see.
Rob Piper. Rob.
Rob. From Robert. Rob Piper.
And what's the other dude?
Jackson Slater.
You know any female porn star?
Yeah, she passed away now. She was from Clearwater. Dakota Sky. She was from Clearwater.
I know.
Yeah.
I
was just on the phone with him the other day. Yeah.
I saw Nina Scott.
I don't know Nina Sky, but Dakota Sky is like a petite. She was a petite blonde girl.
Mm-hmm.
Blue eyes. She passed away from drugs. And she was not 30 yet. On someone's trailer.
Rob is piping, okay?
Yeah.
So it's like porn is watching porn over there to over there. Is it no different?
No different.
Over here it's like taboo.
No, over there it's like you want to watch porn, here you go.
Yeah. I've had my stuff up before and forgot and got in a car or like standing in line and somebody's behind me. I'm like, oh my God. Did they see it right?
In America, if you're intersexual, you're going to cheat. That's their thought process.
Mm-hmm.
If you're intersexual, oh, you're going to cheat on me. I don't want to want you. That's literally their thought process. And it's so sad. It's fucking sad. What do you want me to tell you? I'm fucking none?
Right.
You say if what not if you're sexual.
If you're intersexual, like with a high sex drive, as a girl, they're going to think you're going to cheat on them. So they're going to see you as just a vagina.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say me. If somebody's sexual, that means that I'm doing my job because they go want to have sex all the time. If they not, if they don't want to have sex like that, then obviously I'm not doing something right. Like, I mean, that's how I see it.
Okay.
The ones that's like private, the ones that's like insecure or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Then they'll probably think like that. But okay, and on top of that, you got some dudes who they'll be like, if you're doing it too good, where you learned that from? I ain't finna ask that motherfucking question.
Right.
Okay.
I had that question.
Yeah, no, I ain't finna ask that dumbass question. So I'm gonna be thinking, nah, okay. Well,
I recently dated a guy who I had feelings for, and he told me that he was like, I miss you, I still love you, but you've been with all these men, this, that, and I can't get over that.
But how does it go?
And he likes me. We get great in bed, out of bed, everything is great, but he can get past that.
But how do you know? How does he know that you had?
Because he asked me. He didn't ask me how many people, but he asked me, what have you done in bed, And I don't know I don't lie to people, I've done a lot of things, and I told him, it's like, I did this, and that. He's like, whoa, okay. Like,
so he wants someone that has not experienced too much, so you guys can experience together.
Right, and then he asked me for a threesome. And then I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, that's his respect went out the door. He was like, okay, well, shit, let's do a threesome since you're so freaky.
Right. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not something I want. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy question anyways. That's a question I won't even like asking because I don't want to know.
Don't ask me
like
that.
What have you done like sexually? And no,
what's the freakiest thing you've done? That's all they ask you. What's the freakiest thing you've done?
I'm gonna make up some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I met somebody that was like, I'm not gonna meet up with you until you tell me what's the freakiest thing you've done. I said, okay, peace.
Right. I don't keep telling that.
Who the hell what are you running people at? Where you meet them at?
Dating sites.
What dating sites?
Hinge.
What's so
I don't do Tinder though. Yeah. It's all for hookups, so I don't do Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder. When I was Tinder in my younger days, that and POF was
POF back in the day.
I've never done a dating site.
You can meet really nice. I've met a guy from POF. He became my best friend from there.
Yeah.
And I'm still talking to him.
I feel like I'm around some dating site.
or
Jeffrey Dahmer.
a catfish,
Oh shit.
or a catfish.
Yeah, or a catfish.
That's why you always FaceTime. I always FaceTime.
See, I'm not a FaceTime type person.
Doesn't matter. Just to see if that person is really who they say they are. You know.
No, that's just coming out. The looks are there.
You can't tell.
I can't tell.
Good, okay.
Damn, yeah, that's a yeah, I ain't asking no dumb shit like that. What's the freakiest thing you ever done sexually? In my eyes, I want you to be
Who you are with me.
no,
And
not just that. I want you to be like, okay, in my mind, even if this ain't your first time doing this, I want it to be in my mind, this your first time doing
Right.
this.
And you never know, because even if it's not my first time doing it, doesn't mean that my first time was the best experience either. So it doesn't even goddamn matter, because you can bring out a side of me that I've just never even tapped into.
Right.
Damn.
I'm saying I've had that before. Like, you know, I've had my experiences and stuff like that, but I'm hypersexual personally. So that's why I personally like prefer one person. But I've had maybe about one or two people that was able to bring out something else. I've had one person that was able to bring out like really all of my sexual like sides and really wanted to explore more and this, that, and the third.
The wet towel, gotta have a towel set.
Absolutely.
That's the best.
Yeah, so like, you know, it's certain people that can bring out certain things. Like, not everyone can bring out that side of me that, you know, that wants to do it, want to explore more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
It's turned into a damn sex talk.
Yeah.
Damn.
that's what we need to have.
That would be like another episode, because it's so much.
European versus American sex.
Right. I want to know like different like cultures, like how is it to have sex with a white person and
So based on
Chinese? I want to know Chinese.
Chinese. Oh my
I'm really
god.
curious
they,
about that.
well,
Yeah, like I want to see a big Chinese person. I'm just curious. Are there any
Chinese and Asian.
both really
Asians have
Asian, Vietnamese, Japanese.
Asians are fun.
women? But as far as men, do they have big?
I don't know, but I know Asian women are fun. It's fun, flexible, all that stuff though. Like, yeah,
You've been with an Asian woman?
yes, yes. I was down to every ethnicity.
The one white guy I had, he sounded too white. I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
So, like,
How do you sound too white?
Oh no, like he was like one of the real.
Oh,
pure
yeah.
white.
Fuck
like, I don't, it was just the sound. It was just like I like a little swag. I don't want you to sound black either, but you just sounded way too like Connor type white.
Right, so you're like, I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah.
So the thing with I watch porn, of course. So like when it comes to like Spain or whatever restaurants, like y'all like the rough, like damn near gotta choke your hand to the neck and shit like that.
That depends on the person.
Yeah, I think that's a
It
person
really
thing.
does.
Oh,
In
yeah,
the chemistry.
so
In the
you-
chemistry.
But you
I don't know.
know.
I don't know.
Damn, that's gonna have to be another
Another
topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because damn, so many questions with some liquor or something like that.
Listen up a little bit. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
For real. But
All right. Well.
that's pretty much it for today. Sylvia, we really appreciate you
Yes, definitely.
taking your time out to come and
Thank
give
you
us
for having
knowledge.
me.
No pressure.
Yeah.
So we got something coming up in November.
Yes, guys, we have Blunts and Brunch Part 2.
No, it's not. Blaze and
Oh
Brunch.
shit, I forgot. Changed the name. Let me tell y'all why I changed the name. Because we're gonna like really advertise it. So I didn't want it to be so like just out there that it's a Blunts and Brunch, but it's still the same thing. We just changed it to Blaze and Brunch. And it's gonna be amazing. Like we got a chef coming from Chicago. We have a 5-course meal. Like it's gonna go into a day party. We're gonna bring some folks. It's gonna be lit as fuck. So make sure y'all get your coins together and mark off